Thank you very much. Mr. Bostinaru is first in the discussion.
Președintă.
In Romanian. Thank you, Chair, distinguished colleagues, distinguished representatives of the European Commission. I would like to welcome the efforts and the passion with which non-governmental organizations from Romania are fighting this mining project. Let me also emphasize the contributions made by the Romanian Academy, by the Romanian Economic Academy, by individual researchers in Romania who got involved in defending this this case and in fighting in this war between nature and industry. As you probably know, the President of Romania is a fervent and outspoken supporter of this mining project against the provisions of the Constitution. Let me, however, start the discussion from the response of the European Commission. The European Commission says that according to information that it has, the Roșia Montana Gold Corporation company will secure 150 million euro for maintenance operation and as well as supervision operations of the tailings ponds which will be built there. Dear colleagues, let me remind you that we are faced with a gigantic project. This is the biggest gold mining project on the planet so far. This is a project that will basically require the excavation of over 500 million tons of tailings. And let me remind you that today in the European Union the whole mining industry uses 1,000 tons. And this is a message for the Commission, first of all, for the European Commission. In Roșia Montană they intend to use 13,000 tons of cyanides per year. So 13 times more than all over Europe, than in the rest of Europe. So in Roșia Montană, in a perimeter of 1,258 hectares, they will simply dig out 4 mountains. They will dig a huge crater that will be visible from the moon. It will have an 8-kilometer diameter, and the transportation of the waste that will result from the use of the explosives, because they are going to use 10 tons of dynamite every day, 365 days a year. So this waste will be carried with 150-ton trucks that will only amplify the pollution, be it dust pollution as well as vibrations that will entail supplemental risks to the dam. So I'm only talking now from a technical point of view because I want to alert the European Commission on the catastrophic effects this project shall have on the environment. And this tailings ponds, we shall have 215 million cubic meters of cyanides. The basic components will be cyanides and heavy metals. In order to understand the magnitude of this project and the enormous risk concerning not only the security of Romania but also the security of the neighbouring countries, let me remind you, dear colleagues, that in 1993 a much smaller accident occurred in Colorado in the United States. In 1995 there was a similar accident in Guyana, in 1998 in Kyrgyzstan, and in 2000 in the city of Baia Mare in Romania. The Baia Mare accident, which was considered by the Hungarian media to be a second Chernobyl, was caused by the leakage of only 100,000 tons of cyanides and heavy metals, which practically destroyed the flora and the fauna of the Tisa River basin. At the Roșia Montană we have 215 million tons of cyanides. And this dam is 185 meters high. Just think about it. This dam will have to hold forever, until the end of the world. And the Canadian company, in its great generosity, is willing to provide 150 million to maintain this dam. Think of what happened in Hungary last year with the Magyar aluminium accident. That accident was caused by the spillage of only 700,000 tons of infested water, of mud water. And the Hungarian government fined that company with approximately 500 million euros. That's the fine that the polluter had to pay. Are you trying to say that such an ecologic bomb as we are faced with in the Roșia Montană will be able to be managed only with 150 million euros when the Hungarians fined 500 million euros for a much smaller operation? Is the European Commission willing to pay for the devastating damages that such a project will have on Romania, Hungary and other countries in the European basin when such a catastrophe happens? The European Commission, I don't think the European Commission can dodge responsibility here. And let me conclude by saying this. I agree that these figures that are being circulated seem interesting. But an Australian think tank evaluates the post-exploitation costs to be of approximately $600 million. In the United States, the U.S. Environment Protection Agency claims that the post-exploitation maintenance costs of this project will be $2.6 billion. Gentlemen from the European Commission, these are the real data. You swallow as if it were fast food all the data that is provided to you by the Roșia Montană Gold Corporation and by their accomplices, the Romanian government. Let me conclude by fervently supporting the idea that the European Commission should have a drastic intervention, should take drastic measures. And let me say that money that comes from gold can be used to buy poor people's houses, can buy advertising with the European media, can buy politicians, can even buy governments. But I refuse to believe that the European Parliament and the European Commission will not take a firm stand based on legislation. And let me send another message to the European Commission. We're not dealing here only with the directive concerning the mining industry. We're talking about the groundwater directive, the air quality directive. You must have a strategic environment impact study concerning the cumulated effects of this ecologic bomb. I urge the European Commission to take action. You should not act post factum or post mortem, whatever you like it.